Aloha, everyone. Hope you are all doing amazing. Please forgive me for being a little bit late. Apologize for that. We just started our workshop. So this is the room that we do the workshop in, right over here. And these are the grounds that we use for our celebration at the end. And it's such a magical place here. I mean, Hapuna Beach is such an absolutely beautiful place. And we just had our upper level Huna students come in, the level 4s and some of the assistants. They just came in and they got settled in there. I know a few of them are probably getting alerts that say, Dr. Matt's going live. But they have to sit there in class. Deanne is teaching. Those of you that know Deanne is teaching right now. And I just got done chanting them in, so welcoming them to the workshop. And then immediately came out here so I could spend some time with you. These are hotel grounds, so if you see some people walking around and whatnot, it is what it is. People walking around. I'm just gonna keep talking. I have something that I wanted to share. Just out of nowhere, it popped into my mind as I was coming out, and I was thinking, what is it that I want to share? Norman, so good to see you. I know that you're here in spirit, and absolutely gonna miss you. Absolutely gonna miss you. And so look, here's the thing that popped into my head that I want to share. It's one of the concepts that come from Hawaii. It's called Aho Nui. Aho Nui is patient perseverance. Aho Nui is having a dedication to the path. It's one of the things that I'm going to be teaching on the very last day about aloha. I'm going to be talking about aloha, and I'm going to talk about Aho Nui. Aho Nui is basically, how do you find a dedication to have patient perseverance on the path? Because this path takes dedication. The path of personal growth and development, it takes dedication. And the reason why I picked that as the topic to talk about today is because I was up in front of the room with Deanne, and I said, Deanne, how long have you been alakai? Alakai is the person that when I'm not teaching, she's teaching. And she said, I don't know. She said, but this is my 9th year of Huna. She's like 18 Hunas, and I did NLP before that. Over 11 years of dedicating to that. We live in a world where we want things now. We want things immediately. We want things rapidly. Aloha, Mary. So good to see you. We want things so quickly, and yet we don't put the time and dedication into it. We don't put the dedication into our kids. We don't put the dedication into our partner, into our career. We expect to get the results right away. Right now, I'm coaching some people, and I'm working with them on physical health. I'm working with them on physical health and well-being. And the thing that I always say to them, if you could just eat one healthy meal and all of your problems are gone, God, that would make life so much easier. If you could just go to the gym one time and just do one set of sit-ups and everything is so easy, everything's done, you got a six-pack, God, that would be so easy, wouldn't it? But instead, you have to go in again and again and again. Well, the same is true for life, not just for working out. See, I love physical health examples. Physical health examples are perfect because people get it in physical health. They know they got to eat another healthy meal. They got to wake up and work out again. They don't ever think about that, though, when it comes to their relationship. What do you got to do every day to show up in order to make sure that you're putting energy into your relationship, that you're putting energy into your partner? Waking up every day and realizing you got to put energy into your kids again. Mine are 22, going on 23 this year, and 15 going on 16. And I think to myself every time I'm with them, like Ethan is here. He's in class right now. He's going to be in level 4. He's going to be teaching here. He started teaching here when he was 16. And I'm always thinking, in this conversation, how can I focus in on him? How can I be connected and dialed in? Now, do we have times where we watch movies or we hang out or we, don't have any deep discussions? Of course. I'm talking about when you're sitting there and you're like, I don't feel like I've connected with my kid for a while. And you spend the time to connect in and really get focused into that person. It's not that difficult to do, especially if you love the person. Now, that's an important aspect of this, right? Aho Nui, patient perseverance on the path as you move towards your goals. And looking at career, if you're looking at your career as this part of the path that you want to enhance, how can you put in more and more every day? How can you be there, be present, Be aware of what it is that you're doing. So many people get distracted. They multitask. They focus on too many things all at the exact same time, instead of really just focusing in on what they should be focusing in on: their career, their partner, their kid. And now I want to go bigger picture than that. I want to talk about having a purpose, about being spiritual. Having a purpose is so important. Studies on relationships, like people who have the most successful relationships, people who have the most successful careers, what they have is they have a higher purpose, a bigger reason why they're doing it. Not just to make money, not just to, buy the next thing. People who have the highest level of happiness. There's a study that was done in cognitive psychology where they looked at people who were the most successful out there. You look at Steve Jobs, you look at Musk, you look at whatever you think of these individuals, their bigger picture. They're thinking, I'm serving a bigger purpose to help people connect with each other. One of Steve Jobs' big things was helping people be connected and having things, even just simple things like music in the palm of your hand, because music brings happiness and joy. That's bigger picture than I just want to have Apple computers become the biggest company on the planet. They have a higher purpose that they subscribe to. In the book, The 7 Principles for Making Marriage Work, John Gottman says the happiest couples have a purpose. They serve a higher purpose. Now that can be religious, that can be spiritual, or it can just be you realizing that the person you're with is more than just another individual that's here to help you buy your next house. What is your purpose? That gives you Aho Nui. See, you can't have patient perseverance on the path. You can't have dedication on the path unless you have a higher purpose. And so that's one of the things that I'm going to be focusing on during this training. It's our 64th workshop. That's 32 years that we've been doing this. Started by my dad back, 32 years ago. Company celebrating 40th this year, 40 years in business. And I've had the fortune of being with the company for 30 of those. And it takes patience. It takes patience and perseverance, and to want to get up every day and do it again. I wouldn't be able to do it without a purpose. So I hope this helped. Hope it gave you a nice little tip. I'm going to be heading back in so I can be with the haumana, the students here. And we'll be posting a lot of pictures from this workshop so you guys can see all about it, okay? All right. Thank you all so very much. Aloha.